Hello, everyone, and my fellow bookworms. Welcome to another book review. My name is Liz Robeson, and I am on the path of finding my passion of reading and writing once again. And today's book, I have no words. And that is, I'm not even finished with it, but I have to talk about it. And that is Heart of the Sun Warrior by Su Lin Tan. If you guys remember, I did an opening of this about a month ago, I think. I got this pretty early, and I had to share you when I got it. I was so excited, but then I got sick, and then I got stuck reading Daisy Jones. I finally read it. I'm not quite done. I have like 100 pages left, but I have to talk about it. I can't really give anything about what this book is about because so much happens. But I can tell you that this takes place about maybe, I think a year, they said, after the first book ended. And she's, Jinyan has been recuperating. She's been healing from her battles and freeing the dragons. She's living peacefully. But then the moon gets some visitors, and one of the visitors just doesn't feel right to her. Like something's not right with him. And she finds out what he's been doing while they've been sleeping. She confronts him. She discovers that the moon has this secret that revolves around this tree. Like this tree is super magical. It's very powerful. And she's trying to figure out, like, why would this visitor want anything to do with this tree? And then Liwei, I think his name is Liwei, the crown prince, also proposes to her because, you know, he loves her. But she's like, she's not sure because, you know, there's tension between his parents and her because of her parents. And then it just spirals downward. She didn't accept. She has to think about it, which is understandable if your future in-laws have a huge tension towards you, and not the good kind. But anyways, so that happens. She goes to the banquet for the emperor's birthday. And they look into the sky to see this beautiful full moon, but there is no moon. Her mother has neglected her duties as the moon goddess, and the emperor sees this as a betrayal, and it just spirals downward. Jinyan looks for her mother. She finds her in the mortal realm, and her mother's like, I saw your father. And her mother, Jinyan is like, you didn't see him, you only thought you saw him, you're in grief, let's go home, let's make you calm down. And then after she sends her mother home, she learns of a discovery that completely changes her view on things. And then she gets imprisoned on the moon with her mother because of her mother neglecting her duties. Then she breaks into the treasury for an elixir, but finds out that the elixir is not there because the person that she broke in with took it, and she feels betrayed by that. And then their home gets destroyed, and they have to leave for their safety. They take safety in the Eastern Sea, I think they said, or something like that. I can't remember if it was the Eastern Sea. But wherever her attendant was from, that's where they get shelter. I'm not going to tell you what happens to the attendant. You will have to read about that. And then they get attacked there. I cried. I cried twice by this point. No, 3 times. And then They find out what this person, this visitor that visited the moon, is doing with this magical tree. And she has to go through a trial in order to get the one thing that will destroy this tree and release the power that is being abused through this visitor. And then they finally get that item, but then they have to come up with another item to sneak into this tree to destroy it. And now I'm at the part where in order to get this item, she has to be forced to do something she doesn't want in order to get this item. And that's where I have left off. And my thought is, how is she going to get out of this? I can't put this book down. I want to finish reading it. I love this book. This book, I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry one more time before this book ends. I have cried 3 times already. Well, more like teared up. I haven't cried, but I teared up a lot. So far, this book is 5 out of 5 stars. I love it. I thought it was going to be like the first book where it was slow in the beginning, like in part 1. Part 2 was going to start picking up, and then part 3 was going to be like, whoa. But no, this book, it has been hitting me hard ever since I started. So 5 out of 5 stars. I meant to read this sooner, but like I said, I got sick. I got stuck reading Daisy Jones. That took me a while. Depressive episodes, copyright lawsuit. It was just so much, but I'm glad I finally read this. I highly recommend this book. Actually, read the whole duology. I do plan on buying the Daughter of the Moon Goddess, so that way I have the complete set. But I am highly recommending. Su Lin Tan, you might be one of my favorite authors by far. And I think this is her only books that are out right now. She just started. But anyways, I'm gonna go finish this. But anyways, if you have any suggestions on what I should read next, please leave them in the comment section below. And I will add them to my ever-growing list of books. But until then, I will see you next time, and I hope only good things happen to you. Bye!